Greetings! I'm Seraphina Shadowgrave, your friendly vampire demon archivist, and today I'm going to be doing a part 2 of Vocaloid Iceberg Explained series. So, grab your comfiest blanket, maybe a warm cup of tea, and let's get started. Miku Symphony. The Miku Symphony concert series started on April 22nd, 2016. These concerts were a result of a collaboration between Krypton Future Media, Twin Drill, Sega, and the Warner Music Group. Many classic Vocaloid songs were performed by the Tokyo Philharmonic Orchestra, Japan's oldest classical orchestra. 2016 to 2019 concerts featured 22 songs, with 3 encore songs played to sold-out crowds. Kasane Tato also made an appearance to celebrate her 10th anniversary. There was also a line of Miku Symphony figurines with beautiful designs, including the stunning Music Box Miku figurine. Secrets of Wisteria. Secrets of Wisteria is a song by the producer Steam Pianist. I actually talk about this song more in depth in my disturbing Vocaloid song video, but the main controversy surrounding this song is that it's based on a real-life serial killer. The ending of the song contains the real-life letter the killer wrote to the victim's family, played in reverse. Many feel that this took things too far, and some argue that even the concept pushes boundaries of what is respectful versus offensive in terms of true crime content. This song is featured more in depth in my disturbing Vocaloid songs video, which I will link here. Len dying. Len dying is a meme in the Vocaloid community for how often the Vocaloid Kagamine Len tends to die in songs. Some songs that Len dies in include Servant/Daughter of Evil, Evil Food Eater Conchita, The Tiller of Edmizaka, Alluring Secret Black-White Vow, Knife, Influencer is Dead, Seasonal Feathers, and many more. Kageru Project. Kageru Project was a series of Vocaloid songs that told a story. It would eventually be adapted into an anime and a manga. The most popular song in the series was Kageru Days, uploaded in 2011 with over 3 million views on Nico Nico Doga. Oliver's Puppy Cat. The Vocaloid Oliver was used to voice the character Puppy Cat in the show and web series Bee and Puppy Cat. Bee and Puppy Cat is an independent cartoon and comic series initially on YouTube channel Frederator and later rebooted on Netflix. Puppy Cat talks in a gibberish language, and using a Vocaloid creates a unique sound that a human can't necessarily replicate. Calne CA. Calne CA is a Vocaloid derivative character based on Hatsune Miku created by the artist Dano. I also have a full video of Calne CA lore, which I will also link to. Calne CA is most famous for being in the bacterial contamination music video, and her unique and frightening appearance makes her a true staple. Taco Luca. Taco Luca is a fan-made character based on the Vocaloid Megarine Luca. Taco Luca is based on an octopus, with Luca's hair as the tentacles. She's featured in the game Project Diva. Taco is Japanese for octopus. Miku hair loss. Miku hair loss is a meme referring to the trend of Miku's pigtails getting thinner as more versions are released. Thankfully, this newest design has returned to the thick pigtail style, which I personally prefer. Miku's husband. There is a real man in Japan named Akihiko Kondo who got married to Hatsune Miku. It was a formal wedding ceremony, however, it was not official in the eyes of the law. He identifies as fictosexual, a term referring to people who are attracted to fictional characters. Kondo says that Miku brought him out of a really dark time in his life. He was struggling with depression and hid from the world. Miku inspired him to go back to work and re-enter society. Miku Flick. Miku Flick was a rhythm game app released back in 2012 by Sega and Krypton Future Media. The game had a total of 14 songs with music videos from the Project Diva series. I used to actually have this game myself, and it was so much fun. It had this really unique game mechanic that I had never seen before in any other rhythm games, where you match the lyrics to the song by swiping and tapping on a grid-shaped keyboard. You could switch between the Japanese hiragana characters and English romaji. Miku Binder. Thomas Jefferson Miku Binder is a meme that started as a post on Tumblr. The art was originally created by Ask Grandmaster Ham in 2017. This was a part of their Hamilton College AU Alternate Universe series. This particular drawing drew the most attention and continues to be a meme staple. The Meme Squad. The Meme Squad includes the following Vocaloids: Oliver, Ukaze, Pico, Flower, and sometimes Len. The origins of this grouping is unknown, but it tends to only really be popular in the West. They are used in Talkloid skits and comedy songs. Vocaloid Amino. Amino is a social media platform to connect fans. The Vocaloid Amino community began in 2016. Now, I personally was never on this platform, as it primarily had a younger audience, and apparently there was also often drama and many other problems occurring. So if you were on the Vocaloid Amino, I would love to hear more about it. Did you make friends there? Were there lots of problems? So if you could tell us more about it in the comments, I would greatly appreciate it. P-names. P-names refers to the trend among Vocaloid producers to include the letter P at the end of their name to indicate that they are a producer. There's also a Project Diva song called Let's Say the P-Names that lists many Vocaloid producers with P in their name. Some examples of producers with P-names include LeMaze P, Empath P, Pinocchio P, Antifind P, and Creep P. Len Burns Down a School. Len Burns Down a School is a visual novel on GameJolt by user SexyLenX2345. I have never seen this game before in my life, so this was definitely a new one for me. And if this video gets over 500 views, I will play it on stream as my first stream on my YouTube. Damn You Len. Damn You Len refers to a Tumblr post by Purple Girl Love that read, "Doctor, what happened to this girl? Nurse, she fainted for a mega nosebleed. Doctor, that's the 5-1 today. What's making them have huge nosebleeds? Nurse, it from Len. Thinks about Len. Nosebleed. Doctor, damn you Len." It was a pretty small meme on Tumblr that didn't get much traction outside of Vocaloid Tumblr. CU went to jail. CU went to jail references the Vocaloid CU's voice provider, Dae-hee Kim, who was found guilty of blackmail in 2014. Dae-hee, a member of the girl group Glam, and model Lee Ji-yeon were charged with attempting to extort 5 billion won from actor Lee Byung-hun. On January 15, 2015, the Seoul District Court sentenced Dae-hee to 1 year in prison, but this was later reduced to a year suspended sentence. Glam was a former girl group under the Big Hit Entertainment Agency, now known as Hive Labels, which is also the agency behind BTS. Gugu888's disappearance. Gugu888 is a famous YouTube channel within the community for their Project Diva uploads. These feature various modules as well as being fully subbed in Japanese, English, and Romaji. They uploaded almost every song in Project Diva, and then one day they just stopped. Their current whereabouts are unknown, and we don't even know what their other profiles were, if they went by any other names. They completely disappeared off the face of the internet. Megpoid the Music. Megpoid the Music is a rhythm game featuring the Vocaloid History. Overall, the game has received pretty negative reviews, especially compared to other games at the time, such as Project Diva and Project Mirai. Nina. This point could be referring to one of two things. First, the song Nina by Vocaloid producer Pinocchio P. The song was uploaded in 2013 and reached over 1 million views on Nico Nico Doga and over 2 million views on YouTube. There is also an Vocaloid named Nina, released in 2018. She was illustrated by Neisuke122, and her voice provider is unknown. This point on the iceberg is very vague, and I'm unsure what it is referring to. However, this Vocaloid is quite unique, and I've never heard of her before. Nico Nico Cho Party. Nico Nico Cho Party is a concert series in Japan featuring Vocaloids. This event is often held as part of their larger multi-day Nico Nico Cho Kaigi convention. Nico Nico Doga is a popular video sharing website in Japan, created in 2006. This concert and convention was a celebration of the biggest creators on the platform and the most successful songs of the time. The videos from these concerts are very impressive, and seemingly much better than any of the concerts done overseas. The staging is absolutely stunning, and they actually had 2 different screens stacked vertically. Pico V4. Utatane Pico is a Japanese Vocaloid released in 2010 in collaboration with Sony Music Entertainment. Originally, the Vocaloid SFA2 Miki and Pico were developed as a pair, but due to copyright complications, they were split between 2 companies. Sony has held very tight control on how Pico's voice bank can be used, and it was very difficult to obtain. There was also very little promotion. When Yamaha moved on from Vocaloid 2, Sony didn't want to continue Pico any longer, after seeing his assumed failure. I'm guessing he wasn't nearly as profitable as Sony anticipated, but it also seems like he was almost set up to fail. Despite being enjoyed by fans, Pico never received any updates, including a V4, and was now sadly discontinued. Kikuo controversy. Kikuo is famous for his darker songs. These songs cover very heavy themes that need to be handled delicately. Gomenne, or I'm Sorry, is the song with the most controversy, addressing the issue of SA. I think the negative reaction from some people is unwarranted, personally. Just because a song is talking about something bad or negative doesn't mean that the artist supports it. It's pretty clear from the lyrics that this story within the song is being portrayed as a tragedy, and it's an awful tragedy that is being told from the perspective of a young victim. I also read something about a manga that Kikuo made that covers similar topics that may have handled it less favorably, but I don't know enough about it to form a clear opinion. Cinemota's death. Cinemota's, or Pawa Pawa P's, death was a major tragedy in the Vocaloid community. He sadly died of suicide at only 20 years old. He began producing Vocaloid songs at only 14 years old. Some of his most famous songs include Young Girl A, Equation X, May I Please Borrow a Red Pen, Q, and Strobe Light. Sam Free's death. Sam Free is most famous for the song Luka Luka Night Fever and the rest of the Fever Night series. He sadly passed away at age 31, and the cause of death is unknown. Sam Free composed and arranged theme songs for anime series such as Wish Upon the Playlist, Ushibugyo, Good Luck Girl, Tegami Bachi, Reverse, and Katanagatari. Ruby drama. Ruby was a Vocaloid created in 2015 for Vocaloid 4. The main controversy was surrounding her design. Power FX revealed an unexpected design at Anime Expo due to a miscommunication between the developers and the company. Her developer had hinted that the voice provider was not white, which may have influenced the new design. This new design skin tone was based on later revealed voice provider Misha's mother, as she wanted Ruby to represent not only her, but also her family. Misha also wanted the outfit to reflect the Bronx, her hometown. The final art was created by Natasha Allegri, known for her work on Bee and Puppycat and Adventure Time. Hazuki no Yume. Hazuki no Yume was a major translator in the Vocaloid community. They would take Japanese Vocaloid songs from Nico Nico Doga, subtitle them in English, and re-upload them to YouTube. They released over 1,000 songs on their channel. However, re-uploading original songs has major copyright and licensing issues. They ended up deleting their channel. Nowadays, most Japanese producers upload to YouTube as well, but back in the day, this was one of the only ways for English speakers to access these songs. Magnet covers. Covers of the song Magnet have been very popular with different ships over the years, and if not as a cover, then as art with the iconic butterfly headphones. This song was a very large deal at the time, being a same-sex couple of Luca and Miku. It has been used for different ships within the Vocaloid fandom, but it has expanded to all different ships across the internet, and sometimes fun, fan-created Utawaloids. Any Lloyd X Len. I'm not really sure what this point is referring to, but I'm assuming that it's about how people tend to ship the Vocaloid Kagami Len with virtually anyone. Len X Frin, Len X Miku, Len X Kaito, Len X Gumi, Len X Fukase, Len X Pico, the list goes on and on. I am personally not a big shipper in the Vocaloid fandom. It's not a big deal to me. They're software. It's kind of just like whatever is in the song. Personally, I don't really ship Len with anyone. The only real ship that I have is Kaito and Meiko, because they were kind of released around the same time, and like in my mind they're like the same age. But other than that, I don't really have any Vocaloid ship opinions. Big Boy Kill Jill. This entry was a totally new one for me and a very pleasant surprise. The song Kill Jill by Atlanta rapper Big Boy, featuring Killer Mike and Jeezy, includes a sample of Miku. Miku sings in the background throughout the song, and it actually sounds really good. I love seeing Vocaloid included in other genres, such as rap in this case. It's so exciting to see Vocaloid expand into mainstream music. Impale. Plus Impale is a parody of the song Plus Reverse. Impale is by producer Grandmaster Flames 159, featuring Margarita and Luca, and is extremely sexually explicit. I will not go into further details, as I will definitely get demonetized, so you can look up the song yourself. And that concludes part 2 of the Vocaloid Iceberg. So stay tuned for parts 3 and 4. That will conclude the 8 layers of the iceberg. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you learned something new. So if you did, please comment below and share some of your experiences with me, and I would love to hear from you. I'm also going to be starting to create merch, so that's a new exciting development, so stay tuned for that. I also got some new hand tracking, as you can see, so I'm still kind of getting used to that. But if you like this video, please subscribe for part 3, and I have the other videos linked below in the description, so please check it out. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Seraphina Shadowgrave. So long, my shadow sprites, till we meet again.